Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of our Teutonic Order campaign here in MEIOU in Texas. And I guess, that's a mod for E4, for those who don't know, obviously. But considering how much it changes, it almost feels like its own thing. Burgundy got shat on by that coalition of theirs, so... Oh wow, yeah, they lost essentially all their land, wow. Rest in memes. So Flanders is now independent, and the whole Burgundian thing is just completely scuffed, it seems. I wonder if that means that the French will sort of reclaim their suzerainty over the Burgundians. I do not know. In other news, as we saw last time, the Muscovites are fighting the Polish-Lithuanian Union, which has unfortunately formed. I kind of dislike that because I would have preferred to be able to call Muscovy in to fight with me. But because we ended up taking a bunch of land within the Holy Roman Empire, we're currently suffering from a coalition, and that means that any further expansion is just not happening. Very unfortunate that we were unable to do another war against the Lithuanians before they converted to Christianity, but that's just how that went. Also, a conversion just happened here. Now let's have a look at these numbers. Okay, it says that there's still majority. I guess the numbers there haven't updated. I do not know if it's monthly or yearly. We will learn about that soon, I suppose. So I'm working on some internal reforms, and I think we are going to try and get rid of noble courts to get rid of their power, because that in turn allows us to get rid of further power through other reforms. Ooh, wait, I can do this? Cash dues, but no, I don't think we want to do that, because this gives them more manpower from nobility, which seems logical. Even if they do get gravity, God knows what that translates to. Getting rid of this privilege over here seems logical. And we are allowed to do it. Will we take any stability hit though? I don't think so, although it will make them super angry at me, so that might affect things. Let's immediately then, of course, support the elite to try and make them forget that what we just did. We will promote their faction because supposedly that's consequence-free, largely, because while it says here that it will anger other factions, it actually won't. That feature is not in yet. We can also hold grand celebrations. Go into a bit of debt, but that's fine. I don't want these guys to be super angry, because if they're super angry, then autonomy will go way up, which is bad, obviously. We have reached the point of getting our first idea group. I'm going to go with quality, simply because I do not know if quality or quantity is better in this because of, the various calculations that I do not understand. So far, though, manpower has been okay as the Teutonic Order. At some point, we will want to secularize, I think, because of some religious shenanigans, and so... at that point, I assume manpower will be more of an issue, but hopefully we will have reformed enough at that point to where it is less of an issue. And so we can therefore get a good army. Now, the reason I'm so confused is because in this mod, certain ideas unlock other ideas. For example, you need to have naval ideas in order to get exploration combined with some other stuff. Administrative lets you take empire ideas. Important for us is that in order to get either grand army or professional army, you need standing army and either quality or quantity. However, I do not know if grand army or professional army are better. Although actually, if I click quality, no, it won't show up until we have a certain... There's like a specific idea within here that unlocks it. I don't know why it is like that instead of just having to have the whole idea group, but I suppose maybe it's so that you can take up to a certain point and then cancel the idea after you've taken the idea group you actually wanted. But yes, this will give us discipline. That is nice. We are up to military tech, and that seems to be the thing we have the most of, so I mean that's normal. Usually military ideas is the thing you take first. So this is nice. Now our cavalry should be pretty good. I don't know how much cavalry we can have though per army. I very rarely play nations that have like a lot of cavalry percentage, so it's a mechanic I am not very knowledgeable about. I've been working on boosting the loyalty of the clergy. So one thing I've been thinking about is, actually I should not click this button, because if you back down on a reform, then it's bad. Yeah, never mind. No, we're not reforming right now. I just realized the nobles are still pissy about that privilege I took from them. So we'll get back to that when I actually have, when they are a bit more happy. Because even if I'm fucking with the clergy, all the estates will be angry. In a most unfortunate turn of events, the Polish demanded that Muscovy cancel their alliance with us. They also cancelled a bunch of their tributaries, which does, however, leave an opening to where I could potentially sneak in and grab some land. I hope that doing this won't piss off the Russians too much, though. So this is certainly rather risky. But I would love to swoop in here, grab some coin. Whether or not we end up taking a lot of land depends entirely on whether or not I think I can get away with it, essentially, regarding Russia. Also, I think I'm going to cheekily ally Sweden. Just temporarily, mind you. I mean, we have such a long truce with them that this won't extend our truce at all. And then I'll quote-unquote promise Sweden to give them land, and this way they should come in and help me. But as long as I occupy these lands first, then I can get away with not giving them anything at all, which would be excellent. I mean, it says they only have 2,000 troops, but usually when a war starts, they start shitting out a bunch more. My manpower is currently quite crap, because the nobles don't like me after I fucked with their privileges, so that is what it is. I would have attacked Belizoro, but we do not have a casus belli against him. However, if I can claim this province, we should then get Cleansing of Heresy on him as well, and then hopefully be able to get some land. Let's burn Tver to the ground. I see no reason not to. It's going to be, well, essentially forever until I can possibly take this, seeing as I very much assume the Muscovites want it. So I might as well take the coin. Also, I've been having a look at my provinces, and it seems that I built out a bunch of sea salt and crops, and as somewhat expected, I suppose, the profitability of a lot of it has gone to shit. So I suppose going ham on the sea salt wasn't good. I mean, in some provinces it went okay. But like you can see in this province, for example, the sea salt has completely collapsed in price, and it has negative 60 for sea salt. So I suppose the issue is that peasants work that as well, and so by increasing the size of the crops, I made it so that there's no workers for it. That's what I assume anyways. So I'm continuing to expand the higher education shit in my cities, as that seems to be doing very well. And we're going to be building a port in Memel here, because I think there's a river here that people can travel through. You can see here, navigable river does indeed flow through this province. It does not flow through this province, so if we follow this river, I'm sure it has a name. It could, at least in theory, then get us to Vilnius and Trakai, which are both small cities that it would be great to have some less autonomy for, as we are converting this and it is becoming more integrated. Okay, I think I understand why I can't build a harbor in Memel. It's because it requires citizens to work in it, but there are no citizens in this province because there's no city. Well, it does say there are some urban people. No, there are definitely residents here, so that's not the case. Well, it says it requires 5 residents. Okay, I figured out what was going wrong. The problem is that there are indeed some residents living here, but there aren't enough, or there isn't enough labor. There aren't enough residents to provide the necessary labor. There's only 0.325, not the 0.5 we need. So, gotta build a bigger city, I suppose. Which means building amenities. And yeah, let's also just... I mean, I probably shouldn't be doing all this stuff while at war. I originally wanted to drag this war on a bit longer to see if I could force convert them to Catholicism, as that could be funny. But I've decided against it, and we are instead just going to take these lands. I'm even going to give some land to Sweden, so that this way they can hopefully convert it to Catholicism, as well as liking me enough to maybe join my next war against Below Zero. So I shall yoink this land. We'll start by giving this to our vassal. But yeah, because the Swedes did a pretty good job, not in actually fighting, but in convincing the enemy to go siege down their land and not mine. We did force convert Tver as well, but unfortunately they are now getting annexed, so that Catholicism won't be spreading. Oh fuck, oh shit, I didn't think this would be relevant to me, but the plague is spreading! Bubonic plague is spreading. It's already done its work in Stettin, it seems. I was asked for tax relief. Obviously I'm not going to give that, but I should probably give out like grain dole, so that at least people can eat. While we are at peace, I will also go ahead and start taxing the church. This will make a lot of people see them cope, but we will see if it's worth it. I don't know. Social instability, yes, yes, yes. Probably should be focusing on these, but I don't know. I misclicked some shit, and so I don't have enough like faction loyalty, which is its whole own system. Or not loyalty, what am I saying? Faction influence. A great success. So rest in meme stability, but we have saved up a decent amount of points, which should be cool. Hopefully the plague doesn't like make us lose stability, but Tver has entered an alliance with Poland. Oh, hopefully they can't call Poland into this war with Muscovy. I mean, they have a truce, so they should be fine there. And it looks like Muscovy's still cool with us, despite the fact that we grabbed some of these provinces. So that's good. Unless it's the fact that they're at war that prevents them from changing their opinion. Oh my fucking god, when was this added? When are you able to actually trade a lot of trust for favors? Is that a mod thing, or has it been added to the game without me noticing? Well, I certainly want to trade favors for trust. We want to be excellent friends with the Danish. Even if they took some Swedish land, I wouldn't mind having, but I guess the dream of conquering Sweden proper might have to die. But there we go. Excellent friendship. 100 trust. A part of me was kind of hoping they would do the whole Kalmar Union thing, but they haven't done that yet. I don't know how that works even. So, because, you know, that would obviously make them a very powerful ally, but they haven't, so, whatever. I'm just going to continue abusing the Swedes to go conquer shit in Russia for me. Against these, like, what, fish people? Fish, moon, cross people? Man, I'm really going to be playing with fire here in terms of aggressive expansion with the Muscovites and taking land I assume they want, but I'm just going to risk it. Fuck it, I want land. Going to be holding on to St. Petersburg directly, giving the rest to my vassal. I mean, we're finally getting positive devotion, so I really don't want that to change. Yoink. Surely that was no big deal, right? Oh, they didn't like that, did they? Oh, now it's negative, that's bad. Said they wouldn't join a coalition, but let's hope this doesn't turn ugly. Because I kind of need their help against the fucking Polish. Never mind, they hate me. Fuck! Ah, that's bad. That's bad. Bohemia has gotten a PU over Hungary, meaning we do not have an ally there anymore. Sorry about this word again. Shit. Fuck. Who can I be friends with now? Because now I'm afraid Poland will come for me. Now that I don't have Muscovy. Okay, so from what I understand now, in order to get a city, that I need in order to get a port, what I need to do is open up more urban industries to allow like a basic small a small little city or town, I guess, to build up, and then those workers can then work on building an actual city. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see there is essentially no industry here, which we should do something about. So go gadget industry. Passport. Now I don't know what I'm supposed to be opening here. Textile ship. I suppose I could like. Oh, never mind. Here we can. Okay, we can actually see process material. I have no fucking clue. Let's just do process material. That sounds reasonable. I have no idea what that is. Cottage industry? Yeah, let's do that too. I think someone on the Discord said that was smart. Ow! You are a cunt, Muscovy. You really are. He was actually friendly with me for a second then, and now he decides to rival me. Dude, oh, man, I'm never killing Poland, am I? I mean, arguably, I kind of brought this on myself, but that's still super annoying. I would ally the Crimean Khanate, but the religious penalties you get here are really nasty, so I don't think that's happening. Now we just have to hope that Hungary gets free, although, nah, he would never help me against Poland, would he? This is annoying. So because I can't do anything, any specific reforms other than, or any real reforms right now, I'm going to yoink some land from the nobility, hopefully to reduce their power a bit. I will admit I do not fully understand how this is even calculated, but I mean, if anything, it's going to give me more money. So I'm going to take 50% of all the farmland they own. It won't really make them that angry, so it seems reasonable. Yoink. Then we'll immediately make them happy again by promoting their faction and just doing other stuff to make them happy. So yeah, just a little bit of acquisitions while we wait for. Well, I guess now I was waiting for war with Poland finally, but I guess that's not happening now. Fuck. I guess the war I wanted against Sweden will have to take its place. Which means I should really just be cancelling this alliance, although that means I'm kind of out of allies, which is bad because I need some allies in order to prevent the Poles from just straight up decking on me. Oh, my Inquisitor! I needed him. I was finally starting to convert shit over in Ingria here. I want to do it while we have our leader, because he's actually giving me 2% extra conversion as well, so really want to get this sorted. Oh. So Denmark invaded Sweden and Norway mostly, and it seems they have made them a junior partner. That's not good. Now I regret giving them this land. I mean, I suppose this makes Denmark a more powerful ally, which is good, but there goes my expansion route, doesn't it? And now I'm kind of stuck, aren't I? Fuck. Okay. I have been building trust, and the sad death of the previous Hochmeister has meant that we no longer have his arbitrary trait, and so loyalty of vassals is better, which means I think we can finally get away with forcing him to become Catholic, which would be nice, because while I do not understand how conversion works, it seems that the passive conversion you get is almost as good as the quote-unquote real conversion, so I don't know. I mean, I say that. I still don't understand how conversion works. I'm trying to ask on the Discord, but there is no information online in general about it, as far as I know, and there is no in-game explanation, so it's very hard to understand. But let's spread Catholicism, because it seems more and more that it might be necessary to just give up on ever fighting Poland and go blob into Muscovy instead. Which means I need someone to hold that land, and I would much prefer it if they were Catholic, so that if I ever do annex them, we could actually hold the land ourselves without dying from devotion loss. I mean, yeah, you can see here religious unity is making it go down very bad. I'm trying to do more internal reforms. I'm largely unable to do stuff, which is sad. I can still do this thing, which gives, you know, reduces the power of the nobility, but it also fucks with my manpower too much, so I don't want to do it. I have realigned my government with the bureaucrats to hopefully do a government reform, but until I can do that, I think I'm going to just fuck with the church more. I think I will force them to pay taxes. Just make them pay just normal taxes. I don't know if that's good or not, but I want to see how that works. Yeah, that's a lot of loyalty loss. 3 stability. Ugh. Maybe that isn't a good idea. Although, I mean, at this point, if I back down, it's 5% power cost forever, so fuck it. Go gadget, reform. And rest in memes my stability. Let us... Okay, so interestingly, it doesn't... Like, it says that would reduce their loyalty, but they're still chill with me. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it takes some time for that to readjust. I don't know. Let's make sure all the estates are happy with us, though. Promote... Ooh, actually, fuck. Please don't tell me I can actually... Oh, I can promote the bureaucratic faction now. Well, I totally could have done a much more useful reform rather than this. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, this is an interesting development. So I'm once again trying to use the negotiate alliance thing, which makes them lose one of their current allies and gain me. And it says that I've bribed them sufficiently to where they will go along with it. Despite that being very expensive, if I could... I mean, fuck it, let's see what happens. Alliance with Bohemia. Oh, really? Because I was originally unable to ally them because of some... It said they were historically neutral and therefore they didn't want to do anything. But if this alliance sticks, they would be super useful against Poland. If they want to fight Poland, that is. No, they love Poland too much. God damn it, why does everyone love Poland? The only people who don't like Poland also hate me. Never mind, we got scammed. They still have that historical neutral thing and therefore they don't want to be friends. Although actually it seems that we could compensate by ditching Denmark. While that is extremely tempting, obviously, Denmark is, you know, an actual friend who's willing to help me with shit, and Bohemia is certainly not, so... Fucking unfortunately, I think we cannot do anything about this. It's super annoying that they are enemies with each other. Was about to expand into Muscovy again. Wait, whoa, hold on. Hold the phone. It is actually Muscovy attacking Poland? How did they decide that that makes any sense? Is Muscovy stronger than I thought? No? No, I have no idea what they think they're doing here. Second Muscovite Bryanskian War of Expansion, okay. Yeah, I genuinely haven't a clue what the fuck the Muscovites thought they were doing here. Their army's already gotten smashed, so yeah, no, I think the time has come to shit on him. Denmark, you get to come along as well. Interesting. We're fighting the Russians and doing well, of course, but it seems the... oh, and their overlord over Galich. That's good. Or maybe not, actually, because I wanted to be the one who released them, so I could be friends with them rather than now the Polish being good with them. I'll have to find someone else to release. Ah! Sorry. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. Remember to put that in the video, but that was unironically like an involuntary sound of me noticing that I'm getting sieged to shit. I'm so used to at this point that it's always just Sweden getting burnt down that I didn't even consider that they would come for me. This is a disaster. We must do something. Time to peace out. Once again, I do not know what it is about the AI and his obsession about sieging down Sweden, but once again, that has been the main the main nation that has been taking up all the pain, I suppose, of this war. Although we did get some war exhaustion because of our... Yeah, I need to really build a castle down here, I think. Or maybe some garrison. Because I really want this trade center to stay, so I can't have this province get burnt down all the time. I don't know what is cheaper. I mean, we have a lot of money. We have a lot of money now. We've burnt down a bunch of cities and looted them, so we're gonna take all this land. It's gonna make all the Russians hate us, of course, but I'm hoping that Ryazan, when we release him, that he will not be super angry at us. Or at least that the anger will be compensated by the fact that we released him. This isn't just cancelling a vassal, this is straight up releasing a nation, so... Let us see what's gonna happen here. Let me actually... Yeah, we are the ones who occupy everything, so this is cool. Nom nom. He does indeed seem reasonably fond of me. Now, I did ally some other random shitholes, so we need to ditch that first. That was mainly just because I'm scared that the Poles will attack. I did also manage to convert some of the tiny nations over here, like these two, so... And Galdich as well, actually, yeah. So they are all now Catholic. Whether or not they'll succeed in converting anything, I do not know. Nice either way. I mean, I suppose we lose out on Holy War on them, but... spreading the truth... I mean, we are a literal crusader state, so spreading the true faith should be our goal, shouldn't it? Although, speaking of true faith, one problem that has arisen is the fact that after converting Polotsk, he has kind of shit the bed. I assume the reason is that because he ended up as a bishopric, his legitimacy is presumably like non-existent because he obviously has absolutely no... He has absolutely no religious unity, so whether or not anyone is actually getting converted to Catholicism as a result of this... No, it says some people are slowly getting converted, but it is indeed extremely slow, so... Whether or not this is any useful, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be good at converting stuff, so we will need to accept that, I suppose. But we will still have to give all of this land to him, simply because we can't handle owning it ourselves for the same reason. I mean, we still haven't managed to convert this shit, so... Right now I'm just working on converting minority religions over in... Like, there's still quite a lot of pagans in these provinces that we need to deal with, so... We're working on that, that's why it says I have 0 missionaries. They're actually fucking off over here. Yeah. On that note, we're going to wrap up this episode. Next one, I guess we're going to do a lot of sitting around and doing... Actually, no, that didn't seem to anger that many... Or, yeah, no, the Germans didn't really get angry at all because of that, so... Could potentially look into some Western expansion, although exactly how we're going to make that happen is beyond me. Still, though, the dream of invading Poland proper is the one and only true dream, but how we're going to pull that off, I don't know. Norway did end up as a MEIOU of Denmark, though, so he's been helping out as well. So Denmark is definitely a good or powerful ally here, and I'm hoping that if we can ally Ryazan, he will also be interested in fighting the Polish with us. And yeah, it says here he has a pretty okay army for being such a small nation. He's... what the fuck? Why do they... it's because I am the one who released them, so they get my government form, I guess. Yeah, this is really unfortunate that they keep getting this... actually, no, this is fine in this case, actually, yeah, because he's still Orthodox, so... yeah. Well, whatever. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.